Central Missouri Speedway in the pits, catching up with modified driver Lewis Jackson. Lewis, obviously a fantastic weekend last week. You were turning some very quick laps out there, my friend.
Yeah, it sure felt like it. It was, the high side was there. I mean, it felt pretty fast.
I was watching on the Westhold timing and scoring system there for about the last 10 laps. I kept watching these times come down, come down, come down. I kept radioing up to Alan. I'm like, announce that he's faster than anybody. Could you actually feel that in the car? Could you see the momentum picking up in the car? Could you feel it? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, it felt pretty good there at the start, and I wasn't for sure exactly where we were at, but car felt good, and when that first caution came out, I was like, well, shoot, I'm in third place, so I guess I better get my elbows up and go farther. So
it's got to make you feel good here, winning here, number one, in a modified, because obviously it's the home of the mighty modifieds here. The pay is so well, but the competition that runs here, that has to make you feel just up here right now.
Yeah, it sure does. There was a lot of fast guys. I mean, Moody, Schultz, Blackburn was a champion last year, so I mean, it was pretty fun to pass all those good guys to get there. So
now, you've had a fast car in the past before, but things just didn't align for you until last weekend. So for those of you who don't, those of the fans out there who don't know your background story, tell us about where you came up through racing.
Well, probably about 10 years ago, we started in a vintage class. I mean, first time ever getting in a car, made some laps and did pretty good, won 3 or 4 races with them, and then decided to get out of there and jump straight into a modified. And I had a guy build me a car, and I mean, it was this old guy, and I mean, it wasn't really great, and then got into a couple good sponsors, got a good car, and then a couple years ago we got in this Hoffman, and it's been fast ever since.
And a good family and crew behind you, and I got to tell you about your mom is the #1 fan, I think, in the entire grandstands here at CMS. She was a very excited lady for you last week.
Yeah, she was. She comes every week, and she tries to help out as much as she can, and yeah, she helps out quite a bit.
Who else helps out on the car? Shout out some names, because those guys kind of like are the, what do you call it, the unrecognized important crew, aren't they?
Yeah, there is. Dean Bachner, he helps out a lot. I help him out on his B-Mod, and Tommy McCoy with TOS Motorsports, Lansdowne. They've done so much to this car this year that it's unbelievable fast, and the wife, got 2 kids, they're here tonight. The kids wouldn't miss it again, so they had to come with us tonight. So
let's talk a little bit about the Lansdowne connection, because obviously Darren Fuquay just won another race last night at Lake Ozark. Weeks before that, Darren's actually won 4 races this year at 4 different tracks. Lance has been in victory lane a couple times already, and now you adding to that. You guys have certainly, here in the early season, have kind of set the bar for modifieds in this area.
Yeah, over the winter, Darren and Lance decided to team up, run some races with them. Darren bought a brand new MB Custom, and Lance has been running it for the last couple years. So yeah, they teamed up, and they've came out of the gate fast. He won down at Humboldt and Lake of the Ozarks last night. Lakeside a couple weeks ago. So, and Lance, he won at Lakeside 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's been running top 4 every week at Wheatland. So yeah, these TOS cars are pretty fast.
Well, Lewis, thanks for talking to us. Good luck tonight. I know you'd probably like to make it 2 in a row here this evening.
Oh, that'll be great.
That's Lewis Jackson from Kansas trying to whip up on the Country Boys once again tonight at Central Missouri Speedway.